But dude, this week in wrestling, another backstage incident at AEW.
Yeah,
Has Tony Khan lost a locker room? Did he ever have it? Is the real question.
I mean, look, I don't I don't know. I don't I can't. I know immediately in my 20s I would have said, "Oh, well, let me tell you this." A little older, a little wiser, I hope, and I hear all this, and all I am is hearing it, and so it's all secondhand information.
Yeah.
I can't say right, wrong, or indifferent. I can only tell you that I know Andrade. I know Andrade very well. I knew him prior to he and Charlotte getting married. I knew him when he first came into WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I have sat next to him in restaurants. I know the guy, the human being he is, and he's a solid, good man. And so I personally can't say. And look, I always say this on every episode. I try to treat people how they treat me, and that man always treated me like a good, solid individual. And so I can't say anything disrespectful about him. I can tell you I've produced his matches. I have watched his matches. Um, his work is solid. Uh, Back in the day, we would have said he is solid in safe places, which means he can lay it in on your chest and back, and he can be very solid in his work. And that's the way I always saw him, was being solid. Um, in today's time, look, I have not been in the ring and wrestled a match in a decade, so I don't know if guys are screaming and yelling about he hit me too hard. Look, it's wrestling. It's as simple as that. And I don't know how guys in our business feel today. I really don't. If back, I can tell you this. Back at what I have heard happened. Don't know if it's true or not. Can't put my hand on the Bible and say, well, this happened. I can't do that. All I have is hearsay. But if the hearsay that I got was correct, I would tell you that back in the day, it would have been, hey, you guys come in here. And then everybody would have left the room and left those two dudes in there and let them figure it out. And it would either be an end in a handshake or a 911 call. But at the end of it, you'd open the door and there would be a solution. Look, I don't know. I can't tell you about Tony Khan because, number one, I've never met the guy. I don't know anything about him. All I know is he owns and operates AEW. And look, once Cody left, and he was kind of the reason that it all started, or that's the way it came off to the public. I really don't know that either. Once Cody left, it was very eye-opening. I do know a few people who have had talks and then not gone in. I don't know the details of any of that. I just don't. I don't ask. I know my phone hasn't rang with them saying, hey, Scott, can you come to work for AEW? That hasn't happened. I just watch it on TV. I look at social media, and it's the same thing with WWE. I watch it on TV, and I look at it on social media. I'm not involved. Same thing with Impact. Look at it on TV, look at it on social media. I'm not involved with any wrestling other than IWN, main event, independent shows. I get multiple calls during the week about working independent shows, and look, it's fun. It is fun. I get to be a wrestling fan all over again. But going back to the original question you asked about the Andrade Sammy thing, I truly don't know the details. And I heard they sent Andrade home. Then I also heard that, well, he really didn't have anything on the show, so it worked out for him just to go ahead and leave. I don't know if any of that's true or not, Mike. To be totally honest with you, I have no clue. Um, I feel like, look, this kid, I don't know this kid. At the end of the day, you know me. I've always said, is the 12-year-old kid at home, the 12-year-old, 10-year-old, whatever, mowing his front yard on a Saturday morning, looking up at his dad on the porch, going, "Hey, Dad, Sammy's in town. Can we go see him?" Or is he saying, "Andrade's in town. Can we go see him?" You know what I mean? Which one's going to draw the money? Because honestly, this is a business.
Yeah.
It really is a business. And if that 12-year-old kid mowing the yard wants to go see Andrade, well, that's who the boss has to listen to, is because that 12-year-old kid will bring a family of 4 usually. And that's 4 ticket sales. That's 4 times the T-shirt sales. That's 4 times. And if nobody's looking at it like that, then it just makes whatever company it is a joke. This is a business,
Yeah.
and wrestling is a business. And superstars are just that. They're superstars. They are the people that the 12-year-old mowing the yard will say, "Hey, I want to go see that guy." And I promise you they're doing that when it comes to Roman Reigns and the Usos. They're saying, "Hey, can we go see the Bloodline?" Because they're entertaining. It's fun.